More to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action now. Bridgewater. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's down inside the 15-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Go deep for Sutton. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charger have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Next to score, Packers 28, Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel... very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Rodgers now on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return is Spencer. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Underneath here to Hill. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers continue to roll.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Crosby with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return is Spencer. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He'll go up top here for Hamlin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 79 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll find Jones again, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
A final shot before half for Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
They go play action. Bridgewater.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Play fake. Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
No gain on the play there, second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the deep. And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Broncos 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back.